each other. But now something's gone wrong between the two because Latto was asked to complete the lyrics to one of Ice Spice's hits, Bikini Bottom. But Latto
I don't even know a line from that song. Drop a comment if you know a line from that song.
acted as if she had no idea what the reporter was asking. Fans
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't even tell you a line from Ice Spice Bikini Bottom. So I don't even feel like Latto was trying to throw shade at that point. I just feel like Latto really did not know. What up, what up, what up, YouTube? What up, what up, what up, YouTube? You clicked the title, you read the page. Ice Spice versus Latto beef explained. Listen, shout out to Sip and Spill. We're about to get into this reaction video because I'm trying to figure out, when did Ice Spice and Latto beefing become a thing? Like, I'm really curious. Like, at some point, I'm starting to think. Well, at some point, I started to think that these beefs with the females is just marketing schemes, because it's like, since when Ice Spice and Latto got beef? I don't know. Now, I did my research, and that's when I came up across this channel, Sip and Spill, and I was like, this is from July. So this beef goes back from July of last year, July 2023. So hit that subscribe for the vibe. Also subscribe to Sip and Spill and sit back, relax. Let's get into this beef, man. Like, what's going on? And yo, no funny shit. Latto playing dirty. Like, Latto went to the Bronx, Ice Spice City, like, cause that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm from New York, and that's a sign of disrespect. You gonna come to my city and do a video knowing me and you got beef? Like, you moving different.
Recent headlines have been buzzing with a sizzling feud between Ice Spice and Latto, sparking a fresh wave of drama
Latto
in the rap industry. As surprising as it may seem, it's not Ice Spice's killer tunes or sensational curves that are creating the buzz, but the escalating war of words with newcomer Latto. Ice Spice recently broke her silence, addressing the allegations of Latto and other artists imitating her style. And let me tell you, the story is anything but.
Yo, the whole idea of rappers, oh, you stealing my style, you stealing my style, as if they came up with the style of rap, period. Like, come on. Even if one rapper is inspired by the next, like, just stop it. Like, you wasn't the first to do it. And to be honest, they probably wasn't the first to do it anyway. They're just the first to see it on camera. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the projects probably already done did it already. You know what I'm saying?
But predictable. Considering the past interactions between the two, this feud seems far from unexpected. But this isn't a simple case of a copycat dispute. The issue runs far deeper than who's borrowing whose style. So, what does Ice Spice have to say about Latto copying her? And how has Latto defended herself against these charges? Are they even valid? Let's take a closer look. The Ice Spice and Latto feud has been the topic of discussion for a very long time. Maybe it's because everything they do online seems like the two are trying to shade at each other. And fans usually go crazy when anything new happens between the two. And this time, things have gotten out of control. Ice Spice recently became a sensation and gained a lot of popularity with her hit single, Munch, Feeling You. And that's not all. She marked her success by launching an EP and another chart-topping single. Latto is also a new name in the industry, and it's been about 7 years since she joined. But the tension between the two rappers is
I'm about to say, Latto is definitely not new, because if you know Latto from the rap game on that TV show. So Latto definitely ain't new to this. She true to this. Shout out to Latto.
Seriously high. But one thing the two had in common was their love for Nicki Minaj, which is why no one thought the feud rumors between the two were actually true, but they are. The love and adoration for Nicki Minaj ended when Latto thought her idol was taking a dig at her. Though it was a heated feud, no one could tell for sure if Nicki was actually taking a dig at Latto. When Grammy did one of their classic genre shuffles, Nicki got pissed and went public about it. Nicki Minaj raised a public question about name-dropping one of Latto's.
See, of course this got something to do with Nicki, even though she ain't really say that yet. But you see how this is an Ice Spice and Lotto thing, and somehow Nicki just finds her way in this.
Songs. She asked, if Super Freaky Girl is a pop song, what genre is Big Energy? If you know something is unfair as an artist speaks on that shit, if you cannot tell by now that there is a concerted effort to give newer artists just Latto things they really do not deserve over people who have been deserving for many years.
I remember that. I remember when Nicki went on her Kanye West rant.
You're not paying attention. Apparently, Nicki also posted something on Twitter that
I was like, Nicki, don't crash out. Don't crash out.
another shading attempt at Latto. She wrote, this Karen has probably mentioned my name in 100 interviews. That's quite specific. I mean, Nicki mentioned Latto's name in the tweet, so she was definitely talking to Latto. But if you think that's all, well, you're wrong. After Nicki Minaj's tweet, the two shaded each other through subliminal digs, personal insults, and a lot more. For instance,
but you see, Nicki didn't necessarily shade her. It seemed like Nicki was just trying to use her as an example. Like, really, drop a comment. Like, at that point, Nicki was saying, like, if you can put Lotto's song in a certain category, and I feel like my song is similar, or whatever the case may be, why not put my song in that category? She basically saying make it fair. Now, she didn't necessarily have to use Latto. She could have just said if you could put a certain song. But, you know, Nicki's Nicki.
a few months ago, Pop Bass posted Nicki Minaj's response to Latto's tweet, saying she was old and a bully. All this time, I thought you were at least 35. So you must have seen how personal they got. And now you're probably wondering how this all related to the feud between Ice Spice and Latto. But remember that both Ice Spice and Latto admire Nicki, so Latto couldn't handle the fact Spice worshipped her queen, and that has seemed to pay off. Nicki Minaj praised Ice Spice, and not just that, she also crowned her the people's princess. She took to Twitter to share Ice Spice's achievements, and captioned her cover photo with Dazed by saying, "Gag, the people's princess. Catch it." Most people thought the love would end there, but it seemed like Nicki had a lot more to shower her with. Nicki went all out to show her full support for Ice Spice, and she did that by commenting on Ice Spice's official Instagram post about the award and reciting Ice's Princess Diana lyrics. "Bitch is slow, so I get him a pass. Nah, gra, no more passes, princess. Let's go." So it would seem like Nicki and Ice Spice bonded over Little Latto's love, because Ice Spice went on to put the comment from Nicki Minaj on her Instagram story with the caption, "You heard the queen." After that post, all of Ice Spice's dreams came true, because Pop Bass posted on Twitter that Nicki Minaj had followed Ice Spice on Instagram. So now you probably see why the rivalry between Ice Spice and Latto is so deep. It started with their mutual love for Nicki, then everything went south, and it just made things worse between Latto and Ice Spice. To make matters worse,
It's still a weird beef. Like, that don't, I'm low. I mean, y'all drop a comment, tell me what you think. It just don't sound, like, that's not that serious.
Ice Spice took sides in the feud and had her queen's back, and she also showed her support publicly by posting a video on Instagram of one of her friends saying she doesn't like when young girls try to insult older girls. The female rap room posted Ice Spice seemingly came to Nicki Minaj's defense during her back and forth with Latto. One thing Ice Spice doesn't really know is that Nicki doesn't really need anyone to come to her defense, and picking a side during artist feuds is not really the smartest decision. If rumors are to be believed, Latto and Ice Spice have been feuding for over a year, and it seems like the issue here is the fact that Ice Spice is basically just angry on behalf of Nicki Minaj, because Latto and
I feel like I live under a rock. She said they've been beefing for over a year. Like, I live under a rock, because over a year, I did not know Ice Spice and Latto had beef. And it seems like it's all over the whole Nicki Minaj thing. It's not that serious. Like, come on. She pulling up to People's City. She talking about, I just want a one-on-one. Don't know why she's so nervous. What's happening? It was never that serious. Like, y'all acting like men. Calm down. Relax. Like, for real.
used to be friends, and they even used to follow each other. But now something's gone wrong between the two because Latto was asked to complete the lyrics to one of Ice Spice's hits, Bikini Bottom. But Latto acted as if she had no idea what the reporter was asking. Fans
She said what?
other. But now something's gone wrong between the two because Latto was asked to complete the lyrics to one of Ice Spice's hits, Bikini Bottom. But Latto
I don't even know a line from that song. Drop a comment if you know a line from that song.
acted as if she had no idea what the reporter was asking. Fans
I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't even tell you a line from Ice Spice Bikini Bottom. So I don't even feel like Latto was trying to throw shade at that point. I just feel like Latto really did not know.
usual, went crazy over this supposed shade. A lot of fans came online to say a lot of things, like Latto being an Ice Spice hater. But it could be possible that she knew who sang the song, but just couldn't remember the next line, because it's not like she said she had ever heard the song. On the other hand, it could be that she did intend to shade Ice Spice. While all of the feuds going on between Latto and Ice Spice have been gaining a lot of attention, here's one that many people are not aware of. A popular fan account tweeted that Ice Spice replied to Latto's recent shade in an Instagram story using a Nicki Minaj verse from Make Love. Fans believed she was talking to Latto because she used Nicki's song. Amidst the whole feud, Ice Spice still took to Twitter to tweet that bitches ain't taking shit from me, but notes. Latto lost her cool and had to reply back saying bitches ain't taking none. And it was after the word exchange on Twitter that the copying rumors began. But right before that, Ice Spice's manager publicly posted
Now, when did it get this bad?
of the conversation that had happened between Ice Spice and Latto. Apparently in the conversation, Latto was trying to talk to Ice Spice about the feud and how they should just settle it like adults. But it seems like Ice Spice was having none of that because she told Latto to never message her again. Another feud started when Ice Spice fans accused Latto of copying her. That became really controversial, especially because
crazy.
Latto decided
Copying is crazy because, like I said before, it's like you're not gonna be the first to do something. It's about who did it right anyway, not who did it first. And the whole copying idea is ridiculous. Like, come on, y'all all females.
to address it. It was just a fan comment, nothing serious, but it spread like wildfire when Latto replied saying, "Every time y'all accuse me of copying folks, I'ma clear it up. None more, none less." Can you imagine what sparked the copying story?
But why? Like, if somebody say, yo, you copying somebody, I don't care. Like, it's not that serious. Come on, it's about who did it right, not who did it first. The fact that Latto feels like she has to respond to trolls, knowing that it's gonna get Ice Spice riled up, it's like, what's the age difference? Isn't Latto older than Ice Spice? Or am I capping? I don't know. Y'all drop a comment, let me know.
Well, it was a picture she posted posing upside down like one of Ice Spice's signature poses. Fans started to dig into Latto's songs. People even claimed Latto was obsessed with Ice Spice and had been copying her quite a lot, especially in the song Boom Part 2. It seemed like she was trying to copy Ice Spice's behavior and might have even thrown shade at her for Bikini Bottom.
That's cap. First of all, Latto can actually rap. And no shade to Ice Spice, but like, Latto can actually rap. Like, Latto has substance in her bars. She can act. I feel like if you put Latto on some freestyling shit, she can actually freestyle and it's gonna be fire. She's done it before. Like, what are we talking about? The two just don't compare. They make two different type of music.
But things got wild when Latto posted a birthday photo from 2020 of her bent over in front of a Corvette on her Instagram story. This was around the time Ice Spice revealed the cover of her EP, where she's drawn in a similar position. Fans speculated that Latto was trying to say something about the album, and maybe even claim that Ice Spice was trying to copy her, which didn't sit well with the audience. When people didn't stop accusing her of copying Ice Spice and others, she had enough and posted 3 pictures captioned, "Leave me alone." And now to Ice Spice's take on Latto copying her, she was recently interviewed by Paper Magazine and was questioned where she sees herself in the hip-hop landscape. And she replied, "I don't know if I fit in. I think that's just what makes me so different. I feel like it's a new lane that I've started, and I'm starting to hear a
Yes, but don't worry. It's a lane that there's a lot of other artists right in that lane with you, Ice Spice. Don't worry.
A lot of other artists sound like they belong in my lane now. Ice Spice claims she started a new lane, and new rappers are following it. And this was enough to
See, she knows. So okay, I just agree with what she said.
spark another major feud because it seems like she's accusing Latto of trying to copy her music. So, will Latto clap back at Ice Spice's new comment? And if she does, how much more drama would happen between these two? And would Nicki continue to show her support for Ice Spice? Tell me, what do you think? Please leave them below.
Man, listen, I think this beef is unnecessary, unacceptable, and these females gotta calm down and act like ladies. I know it's messed up because if it was two men, it would be hype to see them go at it, but that even then, because when it's two men, it just leads to somebody dying and it'd be unnecessary. It's two females, it's not that serious. Keep it in the music. As long as they keep it in the music, I'm fine. But the pulling up to the Bronx, I feel like that was a little risky because you don't know what type of fans Ice Spice have. So I feel like that was just a little unacceptable because you ain't got no reason in the Bronx. If you ain't had no problem with Ice Spice, you wouldn't have been up in the Bronx. And I just feel like it's just unnecessary. Y'all drop a comment, tell me what you think.